How can we expect Netanyahu's government to stop the mass killings of civilians? It's completely heartbreaking to hear Sammy's story, but we know that he is not the only one who has lost dozens and dozens of relatives. What we are seeing in Gaza is another heartbreaking, unconscionable escalation. Netanyahu has shattered the ceasefire agreement, indiscriminately killing hundreds of people in Gaza and putting the lives of the remaining hostages at risk. This is after not allowing food, water, aid, or fuel into Gaza for 3 weeks. But it's sadly not surprising. We know Netanyahu has a reckless disregard for civilian lives. We know that Netanyahu has actively sabotaged hostage deals. And we know Netanyahu wants to continue committing war crimes with the full backing of the United States. Netanyahu and his government are now responsible for the murder of over 50,000 Palestinians in the last 16 months. He now has a plan for a ground invasion to fully occupy Gaza. How can we expect Netanyahu's government to stop the mass killings of civilians if we continue to supply the weapons used to carry it out? Palestinians have endured decades of occupation, displacement, apartheid, watching their dreams of self-determination and dignity grow more distant with every American-backed escalation. While our government has allowed the Israeli government to kill innocent civilians with impunity, it hurts our standing with the world with every passing day. How can we allow families to be massacred before our eyes while children beg for their lives? How can we allow hospitals, schools, refugee camps to be bombed? How can we allow aid workers to be massacred? How can we allow ethnic cleansing to continue? We have a moral responsibility to stop providing military aid to Netanyahu's war machine and campaign of terror. History will remember those that stood their ground and called for an end to the genocide and pushed for a permanent ceasefire and release of the remaining hostages. We must keep demanding an end to the violence through a permanent ceasefire that guarantees security, peace, and justice for Palestinians and Israelis alike. We must keep demanding an arms embargo. Untold numbers of people are counting on us right now.